welcome to the fourth episode of Suddenly Ajussi. I'm Heiko, and
Byung-hyun?
so
Yes.
fourth episode already. How you
Yeah,
feeling? How was your week?
it's good. And what did I do last week? I don't know. Just I have to check my calendar.
It was your birthday.
Yeah, it was my birthday, but I the last recently I just don't celebrate my birthday, I think.
Do you mean in recent years?
Yeah, recent years because I don't think it has like special meaning. Every day can be a birthday. We don't need to celebrate just specific one day.
Yeah,
Maybe for the parents, it is kind of memorable because my mother felt pain and they were in the
yes.
hospital, but you don't remember your birthday, right? Do you remember the day you?
I
Yeah.
only hear stories about how happy my dad was, and
Uh,
he just gifted roses to my mom, and of course my mom was in labor, and yeah, I think you're right. For parents, it's a special day because they give birth to children. But yeah, I agree. I also don't celebrate my birthdays somehow. It got less and less. Maybe when I turned 30, my wife prepared a celebration, like a surprise celebration at the golf course.
what?
Yeah.
How? Does she play golf?
No, she doesn't, but she secretly invited some friends of mine, and we had cake at the golf course and played a little bit. Just had a fun day.
Did you cry?
No,
I
I don't cry.
I remember I sent you or wife a video once to celebrate your birthday.
Yes, yes, yes. That was that year. Like a video message. She asked everyone who couldn't be in Munich.
Uh,
So she asked around, and I still have this video, like with Bernardo, Dimitri, yeah, and you. Yeah. But I agree,
yeah.
like birthdays and Valentine's Day. How about Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day.
Was also recently.
Yeah, I just worked.
Yeah.
I was in the office, did nothing, you know.
Yeah. I think like most holidays, and I mean birthdays are no holidays, but those kind of days are becoming too commercial. And the birthday wishes, I mean, nowadays you get a text and maybe a call, and that's it. That's about it, I think. So it's becoming less and less personal or
Right,
emotional.
right, right,
Yeah.
right. There's no emotion, only money.
So do you accept money?
Yeah, free money, always the best. But for the Valentine's Day, I think it is pretty okay, unless you buy like diamond as a gift.
If you buy a
Just
diamond, either you're rich or it's a special occasion.
cherry or chocolate or like some like small piece of like I'll say like a cake or letter sounds okay. I think it's a good
But
reason.
as you said, every day can be Valentine's Day as well.
Yeah, but most people, most people birthdays is my own like special day, but birthday is for two people, and maybe not all of them think every day is a Valentine's Day, so maybe that day can stimulate those communications between those two people. So yeah, it's just yeah.
I think,
Maybe I think like this because I don't have girlfriends for a long time.
yes, I think so.
uh,
For me, I don't want to participate in this commercial holiday. It's not even a holiday, it's just a day. And I don't want to spend a premium on flowers or chocolate.
that's true. Everything becomes so expensive
Yeah, I'm
during that day.
speaking of commercial because I paid €5 for one rose. So I was ripped off once. So since then, I feel like I'd rather buy flowers when I see some nice ones or some chocolate when I visit our favorite chocolate shop. So,
So,
and
so
maybe we are too old for romantic acts.
no,
Like in school
just
it was different.
you have to try. You have to try to be romantic
You're
as
so
you're getting
romantic.
older.
You're such a romantic. But that's true also. That's true also. My mom also said, your dad is so unromantic. You should be romantic to your wife.
This also a is the Valentine Day also like a popular holiday in Germany? What do you do? Couples do during those that day?
I think it's an established day as well. There's lots of promotion and yeah, it's celebrated
So
as
man and
well.
woman exchange the couples exchange the chocolates or gift. What do you usually do?
In my opinion, or in my memory, I think it's the man gifting the woman. Isn't there something like a men's Valentine's Day? Have you heard about it?
We have it kind of.
Yeah, right. But it's on another day.
Yeah, we have it in March.
Oh, March.
We call it White Day.
White Day.
It's like a typical Asia. We are like a typical Asia. You know, China also has so many days to celebrate those like couple things, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
and they spend a lot of money. But we also have like those kind of days every month. We used to have it every month, like
Every month, like
every month.
official.
Like it's not an official Valentine Day is not even an official, but it's popular like how to say days for couples to do some activities. Like for example, February Valentine's Day, March White Day, and like the most famous one is in of November. We call it
Singles Day.
in China it's Singles Day, right?
Okay.
We have a Pepero Day. Do you know what Pepero is?
Hero.
The Pepero is a stick-shaped cookie,
Is it a
originated from
brand?
actually. It's from the Lotte, but you will know just you will immediately know if you search about it. Pepero is a stick-style like chocolate dipped egg.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. So it looks like one, you know. So
Yeah.
we call it Pepero Day. We exchange Peperos together like those. And also we have like samgyeopsal day, you know samgyeopsal,
Yes.
pork belly. We have
Pork belly.
jjajangmyeon day.
What?
Couples go eat jjajangmyeon. Couples go and eat those
I think that
samgyeopsals.
I think that's the lobbies talking. The lobbies like promoting those.
Yeah, but we used to have like a lot. Want to celebrate those events every month.
Wow, every
Pretty
month.
funny.
Have you done all of those?
No, of course not.
Which one? Which one?
I just Valentine's Day,
Valentine's
chocolate
Day?
and
Yeah,
flower. I think
yeah.
that's it.
Do you also get flowers or chocolate?
Do I give them? I see.
You probably give them, but
Yeah,
do
yeah.
you get yourself some? Like, do you get it yourself from your girlfriend?
No. Chocolates, yes, but flowers, no.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of flowers. Yeah, I like them, but I don't know how to deal with those flowers in home. It will be a trash in the end.
Flowers are supposed to die. Like, they will probably be in the apartment or in office for 1 week at least, I
Right,
think.
right.
Then they just die.
Yeah, so it becomes a trash in a week.
That's too pragmatic, but yeah, interesting. Here in Germany, I guess it's only Valentine's Day in a very classic sense, like man gifting flowers, chocolate to a woman, and that's about it, I think. Singles Day, which came from China, also is also a thing here, but only in terms of shopping. It's like a
I think it's
shopping,
same in Korea.
yeah, it's like a shopping holiday, but it doesn't celebrate being single, which yeah, it's when I first heard about it, it was super funny actually. The how it developed from I think from a university. I
You
think
mean
yeah,
the Singles Day?
the Singles Day I think was created as kind of a campaign by students. Whoever is single, they just celebrate it. And I think then it spread it and restaurants give discounts to single people and that kind of things. And it became bigger and bigger. And I think Alibaba just introduced it as a have a national shopping holiday for everyone.
In Korea, November 11th is kind of, for the people like me, is the day that I just log into AliExpress and Temu and buy stuff from those websites because they
Yeah,
always have that Singles Day
yeah.
event.
Is it how about Black Friday?
We don't have it because Korea is not, say, consumption is kind of, I think, compared to United States, consumption is not, I don't know how to explain it, but when I get to United States, actually I could buy everything. They sell everything there. Lots of stocks, enough stocks. Like, it's just all shops are full of those commodities. But in
Yes.
Korea, actually, some product, we cannot buy popular products on like Black Friday. It's already all sold out. So, like, leftover things that are not very popular things can be cheaper, but we don't have it basically. We don't have Black Friday. We don't have so much like stuffs in stock to sell very cheap.
Ah, I see. I see. So so companies giving out promotions isn't a really big thing on Black Fridays, Cyber Mondays.
Right. So they have a promotion always, but it's not that different from the normal like promotion.
Ah, okay. So Singles Day isn't a shopping holiday either.
No, nothing.
Interesting. I didn't know.
Do you have Black Friday in Germany?
Yes. Black Friday. Yeah, we even have Black Weeks, like promotions getting earlier and earlier. So
Mm-mm.
they just call it Cyber Monday, Black Week. So it's almost like 2 weeks before because companies starting earlier and earlier, and you can get some good deals, I think. And even yeah, as I said, Singles Day is also kind of a shopping holiday, but not as big as Black Friday.
So, do you like really? Can you really get the products in a cheap price?
Yes, I think if you're planning ahead and check the prices regularly, you can find some good deals. You have to look out for it because sometimes they're just faking it. They just increase the price 2 weeks before and then they reduce it again. But in the end, it's the same price. Yeah. But yeah, in general, people spend a lot of money on those weeks. Yeah. And there's no shortage of products or items in stock.
So, do you have anything you want to buy? Like, it can be our today's topic, right? What's
Mm,
next on your shopping list?
what's next on the shopping list? Yeah. One word before I tell you about my shopping list. I think Black Week and Cyber Monday is also popular for companies because it's the year end. So they try to push sales again, to make the revenues required maybe for that year. So that's why they are very generous in promotion. So on my shopping list, I have to admit that I don't have anything in particular, but I was checking.
Tesla.
No, I was checking DJI Osmo Pocket 3 again. I watched some videos, but I have no plan on buying it in the next, let's say, days or weeks. But I'm still kind of interested in it since I think last year November. So it's in the back of my mind.
What do you want to do with it?
I like taking videos, and it's a bit unhandy with the phone, even though the quality is amazing on the iPhone 15 Pro. And I always see you walking with the Osmo Pocket, and it looks so effortless, and it's so fast, and it has a gimbal.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's why I'm eyeing at it. Yeah, but no, I I think I just bought the Fuji camera,
More
And
expensive
also,
one, twice.
yeah, it's quite pricey, yeah. But I think the photos are amazing. So ever since I bought it, didn't take any photos with the iPhone. I always use the rear camera, and the pictures are looking so different. So I kind of regretted that I didn't take a or didn't buy a proper camera for all the trips. Yeah,
So now you will take camera everywhere.
not in everyday life, but for trips, definitely for trips. And maybe when we go out, go to the zoo. We went to the zoo this week and just took some cool photos, videos. Let's see if I also buy the video camera. I
You
mean,
will like.
the video function of the Fuji camera is also very good, but it's not as handy, and you cannot just walk around because it's so shaky. That's the yeah, that's the downside. I could buy a gimbal, but that would be too much, especially if you want to, record a video and don't want all the attention. So the Osmo Pocket is you can record videos and be more in stealth, like nobody notice you. How about you? Do you have any shopping item that you're planning to buy or buying?
I want to buy a. I want to buy a proper camera. It's my shopping list for a long time from the last year.
Proper camera? What do you
Yeah,
mean? Like a photo
like
camera,
yours,
video camera?
like yours. Photography for the photography.
Mm.
But the problem is, uh, I used to use camera for a pretty long time. I had a camera in France, China, and Germany, but now I sold everything. Around 2000, I think, 2020, I sold everything. But now those camera markets are getting crazy. Camera industry is dying.
Yes,
So
yes,
they reduce the productions, except for
yes.
Sony, I think. Most people reduce the productions, and most company reduces the production, and now among the young people, it's kind of a trend to use a camera.
It's kind of a cycle. It's always like this.
Yeah,
You find it handy to use your iPhone or your smartphone, and then you just live with it. And because the capabilities are so good, like digital cameras, and then maybe some people need a hobby or have interest in photography, and they're just starting kind of a trend. I think what's trendy is like the more compact cameras for photography, like the Ricoh GR3 and Fuji, which one is it?
X
X106. They're so hot. And you have to, I think I saw videos about talking about them, and you have to wait like half a year at least to get one. So I think it's always kind of a, yeah, cycle, and people are looking for something more than just using the smartphone.
in Korea, the camera market is pretty small, and everyone has a smartphone, so no one use camera. That means uh, the camera companies don't bring enough stocks in Korea. So they don't have a stock. Like they have like 100 cameras a month, like very small. They always bring very small stocks. So it's very difficult to buy a camera. And like the camera I sold 10 years ago at the price of $100 now becomes like 200 or 300 in a second hand. It's
Really?
like, yeah, it is. It's released like 15 years ago, and price get doubled.
So
So
can you could sell it for profit?
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I think many people doing selling it for profit. I think they just put it in like some, how to call it, somewhere like a bookshelf wherever, and they just found it. Oh, I can sell it now. It's expensive, and they just sell it in a very expensive price, unbelievable price. Actually, secondhand market is crazy right now. So yeah, so I just, as you said, it becomes too commercial, and I just don't want to join those crazy party. So that's why I'm not buying cameras.
Yeah, but if you, because you had a proper camera before, the Ricoh GR2, I think.
Yeah.
Was it the GR2? Yes. Because of that, you have some skills in photography, or at least you know how a proper photo looks like. So I think you would do it for yourself. You would have access to photos that are much higher in quality. Of course, you kind of join the crazy party, but in the end, you're taking photos.
Yeah, I kind of before GR2 actually I had a like cameras like yours
Yeah,
that can change lens for a long time, but I ended up in GR2. But I sold it because its autofocus is shit. It's too slow.
slow and
Too
not
slow.
precise.
It's precise, but
Yeah,
it
but slow.
just takes a long time to focus. So I sold it, and I know the quality of those proper cameras, the photo quality of those proper cameras with a good lens. I think lens is the most important thing. Actually, the body, the camera itself is just, there's no huge difference, I think. But if you have a good lens, everything looks so good.
Makes the
So you have to
difference.
buy, yeah. So
I did a lot of research before I bought this camera. It's what I usually do, yeah. And I asked around some friends, and I have one friend who is quite professional. He's not working in that field, but he also did a lot of research. He suggested Sony. And then I read about Fuji, and they also had kind of that particular look on those photos. So I was quite interested in it. Also because it's Japanese, and I mean Sony is also Japanese, but Fuji had this very interesting history of developing film. And this camera has kind of a dial on top where you can select different looks of films. So it's basically, how I see it, is just kind of filters. And I'm not a big photography expert, and I'm still kind of relying on automatic settings. That's why I liked it.
we are not a professional, and we use automatic setting,
Yeah,
and we don't know how to use camera like appropriately. That means you need a good lens.
yeah. And
Good lens will make your like amateur photography looks very professional.
yeah, and I also checked the lenses, and it's so confusing because if you're doing research on lenses, then you have to learn about what it means. What is 16 millimeters? What is 50? What is the is it focal length? Like f?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, focal length.
yeah. And then you come across like telephoto lenses and pancake lenses and that kind of things, and you just get confused. And then you see
I can
lenses like 500 euros, 600, and then something very similar, it's only 200, and then you get confused.
I can give you a short lecture about it. But I kind of prefer, my favorite camera brand is Panasonic. Panasonic and Olympus use their special like size of the sensor that is a bit smaller than your camera APS-C sensor, but
It's
it's
smaller
called
than
a,
APS-C.
yeah, it's called a Micro Four Third. So it's a bit smaller, but of course much bigger than the camera and Osmo. But and the biggest benefit of using those camera is that their lenses are cheap because their camera sales are not good, and they release new camera every like 3-4 years. It's a long time compared to like Sony and other brands. They have all the lineups because they have long history. They have all the lineups of lenses, all kinds of lenses, but they are relatively affordable compared to other brands. So that's why I like Of course, the bigger sensor makes photo quality much better, but you can cover it with the lens in Micro Four Third.
So your idea is to rather buy a great lens for a very good price instead of
Mm.
jumping on Sony, Fuji,
Mm.
and that kind of brands and buy
Yeah.
expensive body and expensive lenses. I see.
Of course, full frame cameras are good. I think they are
I
different level.
still don't really know the idea behind it. The
Mm.
sensor is bigger, so it
Can
can
just absorb more light in a uh during the second during the same time. Like imagine there's a 1 second, and if you have a bigger sensor size, it can absorb much more lights in a second, right? So that means you can process more data about the photo, the scenery. That makes the quality different. The brighter lens,
maybe I should have bought a Sony.
that is, you don't need it. I think full frame is too expensive.
Yeah, I'm quite satisfied for now. Also, autofocus is a big topic for Fuji users. It's also shit.
Is
And
it?
I learned the hard way. I thought, okay, then it's slow. It's just slow. And then I realized I just took a photo and it looks like there's no focus on that person. That's why I realized, okay, is it is it me or is it the camera? I mean, probably it's me because you can do this different settings. But at the same time, it's also quite slow compared to like even
Sony.
iPhone sometimes.
Oh yeah, iPhone is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, very, I'm kind of appreciating single photos because I take a lot of photos and then I just pick one or two and then I really appreciate them. I even printed them and I hope to do so for the future. So why don't you buy a camera? Is it only that you don't want to participate in this party?
Like my first initial idea was just buy the cheapest body, cheapest camera, like
Yes.
100, 200 euros, and buy a good lens and
Yes.
just using like that. But now the second-hand body price is almost like the second-hand body that released like 10 years ago has a price of the new release camera recently. So almost like just only like 100, 200 euro differences price. So I don't know. I think those new cameras are too expensive. I think it's not. It's not very expensive, but like including lenses, is 100,000 euro almost. Your camera should be safe,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Camera, yeah, 1,000 euros. So I'm asking myself, am I really use camera that frequently? I think iPhone is already great. I'm asking
It
myself if it's
is.
too expensive, basically.
It is. I think you won't, if we are the same, I think you won't use it more. Maybe in the beginning you just find reasons to shoot, but I think like single photos will be more meaningful because you take care of the composition.
Hmm.
And of course, there will be snapshots here and there, but in all, I think it's worth it, even though you will not use it more often than an iPhone.
So the problem is it's too expensive because I'm gonna lose my job in 3 weeks. I want to buy it, but I'm not sure. Ah, yeah, I'm still thinking. I always check the secondhand market, online secondhand market.
Maybe I can check it here. Maybe the second-hand market is different in Germany.
I checked the Amazon. The price is the same, so
Yeah.
it should be similar in Germany, I think.
How about you get a tax-free of percent?
Yeah, flight ticket is like
But you're
already a
not.
thousand.
If you visited me, it wouldn't be for to buy a camera. It would be for
Not
me.
interesting camera there. No,
Yeah.
maybe a Leica.
I like.
Germany Leica, yes.
If
But
you
buying Panasonic in Germany, no.
How about Japan?
But I'm not sure. Because of the warranty has an issue, I think. Buying camera abroad has a warranty issue. They won't fix my camera in Panasonic store. And maybe have a language issue. Usually Japanese cameras in Japan only supports Japanese language.
Yeah, true. Sometimes maybe English, but
English and Japanese.
what else is on your shopping list? A Tesla.
Tesla, yeah, for sure, definitely. But recently I heard that in United States, just people just destroy the superchargers and they like abuse those Tesla owners because of those Nazi thing.
Yeah, I th- I think not only because of that. I think it's yeah, it's mainly because of Elon Musk. I think because he's supporting Trump and doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I was asking myself if people would maybe like they actively decide against Tesla. Maybe if they considered buying a car, they would say, okay, I like Tesla, but I don't like Elon Musk. And I wondered if that is kind of a, a case.
Yeah, actually, I don't know. Some people love Elon Musk. They're always big fans. Their cars, electric cars, I think, are not still very popular here. Some people still think there's not enough charging stations and charging process is a bit annoying. But actually, I don't think that's true. It's not, I think that's not very true, actually. But and they are not. Yeah, they are how to say kind of rejecting new technologies. I think. Like my father. My father is gonna change cars soon, so I keep telling him to buy a Model Y because he's driving Mercedes right now.
Yeah,
But
best
he's
car.
getting old. Yeah, but he's getting old, and the safety functions are like irreplaceable. Auto self-driving, full self-driving, and like auto parking. Those things actually for the elders, those things are irreplaceable things. Very wealthy.
For me, it's also the biggest selling proposition. Like all those, how to call it? Like, what did you call it? Like,
Full self-driving.
yeah, something like this, like assisting driving features, something like changing lanes or keeping the distance, automatic parking, which is shit. And GV60, I today I just tried to use it again because I was so disappointed because it's so slow. It doesn't even recognize a free spot, and it was a big spot, so I gave up
You bought a car like 5 years ago, right?
2 years ago.
Very.
Not even 2 years ago. I think April, it's 2 years.
Yeah, like the first generation Model 3 self-driving is still good. Your new Genesis. So why did you buy Genesis? You can tell, explain it to our audience.
I'm not sure how if if I consider Tesla. I'm not sure. If I consider Tesla, I think I abandoned the idea of buying one because of the build quality.
Mm,
There were so many videos about like the quality of the craftsmanship compared to German cars. And Genesis, I think I first time I encountered this brand was I saw a flagship store on the street, and it was quite a small shop, just showing 3 or 4 cars, and I got interested. And then I just went in and checked it out, and I kind of liked it because it's from a big Korean brand, and the interior was nice because it had physical buttons, but still some elements were digital, like the big display, and I kind of liked it that way because many cars started to copy Tesla and have a big central iPad or big screen, and I didn't like it. Yeah, maybe it was because of that. It was too minimalist. It was too clean for me and a bit unhandy, and that's why I chose, I think, Genesis. Had a good impression from the salesperson. And why didn't I purchase a German car?
Yeah, that was my next question.
I think German cars are still the best, but it was a price question because like Tesla has those limited customization, and so did Genesis. So they have had some packages where you can select from like seats that are heated or those assisted driving features. For German cars, you can customize it a lot, and any feature you can add or um, deselect, and it was too complicated. And I wasn't sure if I made a good deal or not. And especially when looking at the second-hand market, you don't know, okay, this feature is included, but this is not included, so I have to deduct 800 euros, and is it still a good deal? So I wasn't sure. So I preferred the packages that Tesla introduced.
How's the price of Genesis compares to the German cars in the same segment?
I think if you put them side by side with same features, you probably pay 20% more. Yeah, 20%, I'd say. But the assisted driving features from German cars are just much better.
Uh,
Much,
is it
much
better?
better. Yeah, much better. So I just realized after a few years. No, not years, months. But that's okay. That's okay now. So your dad is relying on German cars?
Yeah, he used to drive BMW and now driving Mercedes for like 6 years, I think. 7 years, so it has many problems recently, like usual
What kind
German
of
cars.
problems?
Just some lights are always like, the signs on the dashboard are always something's on, and yeah, sometimes it has a sounds very it's a huge noise when driving. So it took like 3 weeks to fix it. Now they have to change everything, every part. So it's yeah.
This the problem. This is the problem. If I bought a German car in Germany, of course my service would be much faster, much better
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
than buying a Genesis or a Korean car. Even though I think Korean cars have quite a good service, I think, in Germany because they are very popular. But the same problem in Korea, so you will definitely get much better service from Kia and Hyundai and those Korean car brands than German car brand.
The price of the parts are so expensive compared to Korean cars, I think, in Germany after the warranty. So,
Yeah,
like, yeah, if you buy Hyundai is everywhere. Like, every
yeah,
shops, the repair shops in every corner. So, so you can just
that's
go there and can fix in a day, like half day.
yeah,
But German cars, it takes like 1 month, I think, sometimes to change the parts. So because they have to ship it from Germany most of the times.
really
Yeah, so it
okay.
takes a long time. So I don't know. I just recommended him a Tesla.
And what's his reaction?
Very negative.
Negative? Because it's Tesla or because it's electric?
First, because it's electric, and the second,
Like my dad.
he doesn't think that self-drive thing is reliable. But for me, many people think they are enjoy driving. But what I think is actually people just enjoy spend time alone in the car.
Yes.
My father think he's enjoyed driving, so yeah, he enjoys driving like by himself, like gasoline cars. Many people have this kind of like believe their illusions. They believe themselves enjoying the driving, but actually, I think you're holding hands and just watching the front, listening to music. I think that's the whole experience of driving. I think if the car helps stop and go, then it's much better. I think, of course. But many people think they like driving itself, but I don't think that's not true.
Sometimes I do. Like when you went on vacation for a long time or something like that, then you miss driving. And I think the first days exciting again. Don't you have that sensation?
Yeah, I kind of miss my place in the
Yeah,
car and like
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But I totally agree. Ultimately, it's the kind of being alone in the car. It's like you're in a living room,
Right, right, right.
listen to music and
And going to some McDonald's that you used to go
yeah,
and
yeah,
buy coffee and drink, like, you can do it with Tesla more convenient.
yeah, yeah. I think sometimes there are those people who are really loving the driving part, like driving fast, and
Mm-mm.
they like the technology of engines and those kind of things. I think especially in Germany because it's the nation of engineers, and they just like the performance of cars and enjoy driving. And then there's those people who are, yeah, just enjoying the idea of, getting from one point A to B, and
Mm-mm.
maybe they even love the technology, self-driving, self-parking. Maybe there's more people like us.
I used to love driving when I first got a license, but I started to hate driving because I served my military as a driver. If driving becomes a job, you're gonna
Yes,
hate it.
anything that becomes a job, it becomes, yeah. But to be honest, I haven't seen any charging stations in Korea when I was there in November. Maybe on highways, there's plenty, I agree. But in the city, how do Koreans charge their cars?
Because in the city, we mostly have a basement parking.
Hmm.
You cannot see parking outside, so basement parking mostly have the charging stations recently.
Okay, okay.
And all the new buildings or the old even the old buildings with a say specific number of more than specific number of parking slots, if they have many parking slots, they have to install those chargers and many tax benefits also.
Same.
And charging electric is so cheap here compared to United
Do you
States.
do you know what's the price of 1 kilowatt?
It's so cheap. Oh,
Yeah,
now 2021 is 15 cents. I don't know. I don't know in
be
2024.
yeah, could be. Do you want to guess how much it is in Germany?
I know
I
the
give
price
you
in the United
I give
States.
you if you a hint. Germany is known for its the highest electricity prices in the world.
Really?
Yes.
So is it more expensive than the gasoline or diesel?
This I don't know how to compare it, but what do you think about kilowatt? 1 kilowatt.
When I see the price of United States, it was almost similar to the gasoline.
Hmm. How
When
much is it in the United States?
you charge fully, it was like I think I saw on the article it was for $70.
Pay one charge.
So 10 euros? You're saying you're saying it's so expensive. So 1 kilo 10 euros should be too expensive. 1 euro.
Not that expensive.
Then 1 euro.
I think ranges between around 40 cents to maybe 90 cents. Yeah, it
So
depends.
it's almost at least triple.
At least triple. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
When I charge when
wow.
I charge my car, I pay 50 cents.
50 cents.
Yeah.
So
So
how much do you pay?
if I charge it full, it's let's say let's say 70 times 50 cents, 35 euros. 35 euros.
Dang.
I can drive in the winter time. Let's say winter time's different than summer times. So let's say I can drive 350 kilometers. Yeah. So that'd be, how much would it be?
Efficient.
Yeah. It's better than the gasoline car that I had before, which had a similar horsepower. Yeah. I probably save around 30%. But still, electricity prices are expensive. And a friend from Finland told me that his friend has a also has an electric car, and he sometimes he gets paid. gets paid to charge the car. Yeah, so
That is
that's different.
like in Northern Europe. I think Tesla is just now the top selling
Yeah,
car brand.
yeah,
Uncomparably, it's just the
yeah,
top, like half of the cars.
yeah. I'm following a car YouTuber from Germany, and he's only doing electric cars.
Smart
And
guy.
smart guy. He drives a Porsche Taycan, and he said Tesla is the best electric car. Like it's the best all rounder for the price, for the distance, and the features in general. So all in all, he kind of recommends
Mm-mm.
Tesla for someone who is not sure about which electric car to get. Maybe I should have maybe Tesla.
Tesla. I mean, now there is an answer. Proper
What
answer.
answer? What answer?
That is a Tesla. The car industry answer is the Tesla. There's no other choices or options. Tesla or non-Tesla. I'm
I
really
mean,
looking.
yeah. Go ahead.
I'm really looking forward to the Model Q.
Model Q.
Yeah, the smallest Tesla that's gonna release this year.
Model Q is smaller than Model 3. Is it kind of
Hatchback,
how can it be smaller? As small as the as
like
a
your
mini?
car. No,
Like
no, no. It's like a hatchback, golf style hatchback.
my car is I think the same as the Model 3.
Yeah. Right. It can be I don't know, the hatchback, just a bit smaller than the Model
Yeah,
3.
yeah, yeah.
The
Yeah.
the budget model, the cheapest one.
Tesla's cheap and
I think it's relatively cheap. Not very cheap, but still not very expensive compared to, I think, in Europe.
it's cheap in Europe actually. They had
Wow,
a
is it?
they had a promotion for because now there's Juniper and what's the other one? The
Juniper is
other
Model Y,
update.
right?
Yeah, Model Y is Juniper is the Model Y update, and the Model 3 update. I forgot the name, but anyways, they tried to sell the remaining cars, and one of my friends he got a Model Y, and he only pays I think it wasn't 300 euro per month for 3 years.
Affordable.
Only 300 euros per month for 3 years, and he pays the insurance and has like I think 15,000 kilometers per year. So I mean it's so cheap, and I think I would have taken this deal as well, even a second car.
My friend in United States, you probably, I sent you the video of all
Yes, yes,
of the self-drive, and
yeah.
he bought it last December in a very good deal, like unbelievable deal, he said.
Oh, very recently then.
Very, very recently. So that full self-driving function is a trial, expires in three months.
Wow, that is dangerous. I think he will not going back to manual driving.
But
Yeah,
full self-driving is like, I think, $8,000, right? 6,000, $7,000 have to pay
as
extra.
one-time payment.
Yeah, one-time payment.
It's an update, right? It's an update. Difficult to say, but I think if you're in the US and have a Tesla, of course you have an amazing network of chargers and self-driving actually works compared to maybe other countries. I would probably get it. I think before any anything else like maybe special tires or interior stuff, I think self-driving, this feature it's a big selling point.
I want to go to the United States and buy a Tesla and adopt one dog and having a perfect time together.
Yeah, you told me you wanted a dog.
Mm.
Before before that, did you always want to have a dog?
Yeah, but in Korea it's pretty difficult. As you know, there will be parents nagging and worry, concerns having a dog. Always.
Why nagging? concerns. What are those?
Because now I'm living with my parents right now, parents home, and even when I lived by myself, there were not many owners allow the pets in their house. So I have to find a specific place. If I have a pet, it's very difficult to find a place to move, I think. And sometimes I have to leave the dog in my parents' house, definitely, for sure. When I go travel, my mom's not
Yeah,
gonna like it.
she what she doesn't like dogs.
She kind of think it's cute, but she doesn't want, how to say, more workload from the dog.
Yes,
She have to
yes.
walk the dog and feed, like that's what she doesn't want.
Having a dog is a big responsibility. You have to spend a lot of time taking care of it. I also want want to have a dog, but the same problem with the apartment that I'm renting. It's just not allowed. And if you want if you want to move to another apartment, your chances are very slim getting one. Yeah, and
Kid,
my parents also they I'm not even sure if they like dogs or find them cute. I think they just hate animals. Not
I think
hate.
they will like it. All the
Yeah,
parents are the same.
they just don't want to admit it.
So
But
if
my
you,
my mom, she told me, Heiko, never get a dog, never get a pet. And then I thought about it um, and realized that nobody in our like extended family ever had a pet. I think maybe my cousins, they had a cat once, but that's it. They never had a dog.
my family also in a very similar situation. We never had a cat and dogs. Never had any pets. Like we had turtles and goldfish.
Tortoise, yeah, tortoise and fish and what
We
else?
also had like chicken. Chicken? Can I say
Yes,
chicken? Is it for food?
yes,
Like
a chicken.
when we were in,
I think food, if you want to speak chicken as food, is it, you can say poultry, maybe? Yeah, poultry. But chicken is chicken, yeah.
in front of, just next to my elementary school, there's always people selling baby chicken.
Really. Like
Yeah,
very
there
small
in
ones,
yeah, very young, small one.
the
It
yellow
was like, yeah, right. And sometimes green, sometimes red. They just dye it. I paid only like 30 cents
one.
for one, and so everyone could buy it on the way back home. Like kids just buy it, Kids
Yeah,
don't think.
yeah.
So I bought it several times, and my mom made it a proper mature chicken
Wow. So she actually took care
in
of
an
it.
apartment.
But
So
how?
it
It's,
starts to become so noisy and start to jump and fly.
yeah.
So my parents take it to my grandparents' home.
Uh-huh.
And after 1 week, I went their home and there was a chicken soup. And actually, the chicken soup doesn't taste very good. Like, the meat is a bit too chewy. I
Okay.
asked her, what is the chicken? My grandma said, it's the chicken. Your mom bring it last week. So we ate it.
How, can you remember how you felt? Did you cry?
No, nothing. Because it's my mom's chicken. Children just buy it and don't take care of it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We had two chickens.
But I think that's also what my uncle said to his son. He also wanted a
Mm,
dog. He had
mm.
a specific dog in mind, and he always like the son always nagged like, I want a dog, I want a dog, I want a dog. I will take care of him. I will take care of him. And then my uncle knows they will play with the dog for a few weeks, and then it's his responsibility for the remaining life. So that's why I never got a dog. And I think this is, yeah, if kids wish for a dog, it will likely end up like this most of the time.
In the United States, I think my lifestyle is very simple, as you know. I don't get along with others and mostly spending time by myself in South Korea, and it will be the same in the United States, I think. So having a dog's gonna make me feel very comfortable
Hmm.
in
Hmm. I know
my
what you
home.
mean.
There's another creature. creatures. There's like another living things and can communicate and can share emotions. And
Yeah.
I like routine, so I just walk the dog in the very early in the morning, in the evening. It'll make me healthy.
But you never had a dog before.
I had my girlfriend's dog. When I have my girlfriend's dog, I walk them very diligently. Like I'm a good servant,
Yeah.
always
So
walk
you
them
gave the
on
dog a lot
time
of time to walk around, sniff, pee.
and always controls their food. And
For how?
several months, I never
Wow.
stop. I kind of need something that I can give love.
Yeah.
Dog
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah.
Cats should be idealistic, but I have a very serious. I'm
Allergy.
seriously allergic to cats, and cats are like they're independent, not
Yes.
needy.
Do you know in Germany are not considered pets? So if you have a rental contract, or maybe I'm talking shit, but this is what I have in remember or it's in my head. If you have a cat and your rental contract says no pets, you're not breaking the contract
Oh,
because cats basically don't have an owner, so to speak, I think. And that's why also you don't have taxes for cats, but you have taxes for dogs. Do you have taxes for dogs?
we don't have.
There's taxes for dogs in Germany, but there's no
Wow,
taxes for
wow.
cats.
I didn't know that at all. Wow,
Yeah, I have
that's
to check. I never checked, like fact checked it, but we checked and we visited an apartment that we wanted to rent, and we asked about if we can have pets, and she said no, but she had two cats, but she said no, it doesn't apply because pets are the cats are not no pets like on the contract.
that
I
is
have to check it. I have to check it, but that's interesting. But
maybe it's
yeah, like getting back to not feeling lonely when some creature is around. I think the same for my parents-in-law. Their dog is, I think, very old now. I think they're 11 or 12.
the big one, the big Samoyed.
Yeah, yeah, big white one. And ever since he's in the family, the house never feels empty. As always, kind of gives you a warm feeling. I think that's also what you're looking for. Me too, actually. It's just
You
nice.
have your
Just
wife. Mm.
yeah, yeah, but still, I think it would elevate the atmosphere. It's just
Right,
very
right.
cozy. Just pet it and um, walk the dog and stuff.
Very future. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, probably a dog is on the very top of your shopping list. Yeah,
Shopping. Yeah.
shopping. It sounds.
Some people won't like that expression.
Mm,
Don't buy dogs, adopt it. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
also thinking about adopting it, of course. Adopting just the stray dogs or abandoned
yeah,
dogs are
yeah. I'm not sure how this is done. Adopting, of course. Shopping is yeah, bad word.
like in the countryside of Korea, like usually elders just leave the dog outside and they just feed the human food to the dogs. It's just happening everywhere. And my manager in my company, actually he lives in Jeju Island. So he take a plane on the Monday morning to company, take plane back to a Thursday evening. He works for an organization that's saving the stray dogs or those kind of like how to say
Yeah,
not a
those.
home dog, yeah, because Jeju Island has a lot of tons of stray dogs. So
Yeah.
they're sending those safe dogs mostly to the United States.
Okay, okay, okay.
Before we exported a kid, now we export a dog
I
and
think some people won't like that joke.
can edit it, yeah, can cut it. But anyway,
No
yeah.
cuts this time.
So I think he said he sent many dogs to the United States and
Yeah,
he's still contacting uh to those he's keep in touch with those owners there, the Americans mostly. So he is dreamed of visiting United States with his wife and visit all the dogs that he sent.
yeah.
Yeah, so I can just adopt one of them from the United States.
That's great. Yeah. I mean, I think this job is I can imagine it's very fulfilling.
And those things, those dogs are actually, I don't know if they're healthy or not, but they probably are mentally very unstable, I think, those
Mm.
dogs.
They get care before they're being like exported,
Yeah, I think they get vaccinated,
vaccinated. Okay, like cleaned,
vaccinated,
vaccinated.
basic medical checkups, and sent it to
Yeah,
United States.
yeah. And probably those dogs have probably mental issues or trust issues and that's these
Yeah,
kinds of
right.
things, like behavioral, behavioral topics.
Probably very afraid of people, humans,
Yeah,
or like some crazy dogs just wants to bite all other like dogs, animals. Yeah. Well, of course, if I can get a adopt just proper poodle or golden retriever labrados, then they will be, I think, mostly I can raise them very calm. But adopting is also kind of not a bad choice. Anyway. Mm.
any dog is good. I think any dog, when you have the choice, you'll feel like, I want this dog, I want this breed, I want this breed. But in the end, I think all dogs are kind of cute
Yeah, dog
when you
is just
pet
a
them.
dog, I think. Yeah,
Yeah,
right, right, right.
maybe not Chihuahua, but
Chihuahua. I kind of don't like those small dogs. Maltese, Chihuahua.
yeah.
Should be mid-size.
Okay. Oh, we're already talking 1.5 hours. I mean, this time we switched, let's say, time zones for the schedule. It's what time is it?
At
Around 9.
9:37 a.m. So I'm very energetic. I think my English is much better in the morning.
Much better.
In the morning, my like grammatical order and my like ideas just comes up in my mind very fast in the morning. In the
Yeah, me
evening,
too. I'm very energetic.
you look tired. You look very tired.
I look tired. I am actually tired. Uh, I think, sometimes if you're super tired and it's getting too late, um, you just get a bit crazy and just talk bullshit. And I think that's slowly happening. But at the same time, I went cycling this evening, like six to seven.
Outdoor cycling?
No, indoor cycling.
Uh,
Do you know?
yeah, yeah, yeah. That should be really tough.
Yeah, indoor
Super
cycling
tiring.
with 30 people and techno music.
Shouting.
No, no shout. Only the coach is shouting, like pushing and techno music, and all those LED lights.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it actually pushed me a bit, or usually pushes me. So afterwards, I'm very, very, very awake and very clear in my head. But today, I tried out a new coach, and her workout was very heavy. So I'm kind of tired this time.
Then it's better for you to go bed.
Yeah, I think so. It's 1:40 in the morning,
Yeah, yeah.
but usually it's not I think it's not an hour where I usually asleep very deeply. Sometimes I just watch reels for 1, 2 hours and then it's already 2 or 3 a.m.
Thinking about deleting Instagram account again, but I have to share our episode, so I will leave it for a while.
How about you just delete the app from the screen, or maybe
I already
make a
deleted it from the screen, but I always search it. Ask Siri, hey Siri, open Instagram. It opens very smart, it's very smart.
yeah. It's just I think this is another topic where we can talk about like Instagram if it's just I don't know wasting your time first. Oh,
Trash.
definitely it's just repeating trash and makes you also I think sometimes makes me anxious. Yeah, that's true. But I think after our call or our podcast, I will just watch some real. Shut down my brain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's for that, I think. That's the purpose of
yeah,
those Reels shorts is to shutting down your brain and
yeah.
avoid your reality.
So I think it's a really difficult topic, and personally, same side as you. I wish I could just delete it, but I don't know. We have
I
to promote our
recently,
podcast.
yeah, yeah, right. And I recently just trying to watch the TV series, like,
Netflix?
and like Apple TV, whatever.
Yes.
I started watching us the
Severance.
Severance. How did you know?
Yeah. Because everyone is watching it.
Because those things has a some kind of a plot stories, and
Yes.
yeah, it's definitely different from the reels. And 100% reels is a waste of time and it's trash. I think Instagram is a we see the image of the people creates, like random people create, that is very unhealthy, I think.
Yeah, Severance. I'm also watching it. Interesting concept.
I just started watching episode 1
Whoa. You finished episode one?
like 2 years ago, so I forgot everything and I'm watching it again.
Wait, Severance?
Episode, yeah, Severance released
Severance?
like 2 years ago, right?
It really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What?
But now they have season 2, I think. Season
Yeah,
1
but
is like,
I didn't notice because my sister asked if I had Apple TV and I said yes and shared the account and then she wanted to watch Severance. So I thought it would be something new. And then also on the streets, people were talking about this. So I thought it would be something new.
season 1 was released on February 19th of 2022.
Okay,
And February 18th of 2022.
maybe I'm late to the party. I always late to the party for Apple TV series, TV shows, because Ted Lasso, I think one of my favorite TV shows. I
So good.
also just watched it last year.
But I stopped watching it from season 3, I think, because it's just repeating,
Or yeah, you should
becomes
watch the end
boring.
until the end.
Is it
Yeah,
good?
yeah. Just watch it. Just maybe in the background. I, I think you should watch the ending. Okay, then let's wrap this podcast up. Uh,
Okay, I
Thank
see.
you very much. You have a you have some busy Sunday today, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Prepare to move to new place.
exciting, exciting. I'm looking forward to talk about your movie. Yeah, yeah. Then have a good week and see you next week.
Yeah, see you.
See you. Bye.